every day was a whole nother thing. We would go out. They ordered me a bike that I could do some exercising. They didn't want to take me into their actual gym where they were training all these FBI agents, these new guys. They didn't want them to see me. So I rode on the bike, and then I went out with the agents to the trails that the military would use and the FBI would train on. We would go out early in the morning before daylight. There would be a van with 2 or 3 agents with their lights on. Me, I would jog behind that with 2 agents. Then there'd be a truck behind us with another couple of agents. Every once in a while we were running and jogging on that trails, there would be a squad of actual soldiers, Marines, hop, hop, hip, hips, and passing us by. They didn't know who we were. I knew they were military. We did that every morning to do my workout, get my frustrations out, stay in shape. There was so many multiple meetings there, it was insane. In the beginning, when it first started, I had clothes, hangers, stuff. So I hung my stuff up in the director's suite, the closet. So we came back from a jog, and when I went in the room, all my clothes were on the bed, and all the hangers, everything was gone. So they got in touch with the SWAT team, and they said, what's going on? I was in the kitchen cooking. I believe Frank and Maddie were there. I had a chopper. I was chopping the cutlets and then smashing them as a meat cleaver. And I was working on the meat when the SWAT team came. So Frank and Maddie said, why is his clothes on the bed? Where are the hangers? The SWAT guy said, well, he could use the hangers as a weapon, so we took them. I kind of laughed a little bit and I said, I guess this isn't really a weapon, right? I could just bang the meat with this. And I had the meat cleaver in my hand. Frank and Maddie laughed and said, listen, we'll call the bosses, bring those hangers back. Don't worry about him using anything as a weapon. He's on our side. So that was one thing. Then a lot of times there was a few agents there, and they said, you used to go box in the ring. And I said, yeah. They said, we have a few agents who like to box. Would you like to spar with them? Yeah, all right. Where? Right in the conference area. Yeah, all right. So they brought gloves. They brought everything there. We moved the tables out of the way, moved everything out of the way. And the rules were, it was for recreation. We could hit each other and hit each other hard. But if you hurt the person, if I hurt him, I don't throw another punch. And vice versa. And they didn't want the agents to hit me in the face. It wanted mostly all body shots. So we went. One of the guys, his name was Jimmy. I don't remember his last name. Jimmy, a tall guy, about 6 foot. And I was much shorter than him. Young guy, just got out of the military and was on the Gambino squad, and he was putting in for this HRT SWAT team to become a member of them. So we closed the room, and we put the gloves on, and we started boxing. Now, one time, I am a lot shorter than him. I leaned down to hit him a body shot, and he leaned down, and I got up, and my head hit him in the face, and his nose started to bleed. And we were just banging each other around. All of a sudden, the fucking doors came flying open, and 3 or 4 of these HRT SWAT team guys came running in. Jimmy and me stopped. Jimmy turned around and said, no, everything's okay. We're straightening out some paperwork. Everything is cool. And they left. So little blood splattered on the walls. We had to clean it up, put the furniture back. And it became a joke with guys. Because some guys got a sign there. One guy was a small guy, my size. And I hit him, knocked him down. And when he fell down, I went on top of him like I was going to hit him again. I was really only clowning with him. And I hit him in the eye, and he got a black eye. And they used to call him Petey, like the Clubhouse Boys, the dog with the black eye, and they were calling him Petey. But when he went down and I went to hit him, joking around, he said, wait a minute, I'm an FBI agent. I said, no, that don't count no more, bro. I'm an FBI agent too now, so that don't count no more. And we both started laughing. But that became a joke amongst the teams. Then they wanted this Indian guy who's on the SWAT team. Seemed to be that he fought amateur but professional for a little while. And they wanted him to fight me. And I think they wanted a win. I think they wanted the guy to come in and rough me up and beat me up a little bit. So I wasn't about to let that happen. So I said, listen, I'll do that with him, but not with gloves. No gloves. Knives, bats, whatever you want to make it even. Because this guy is he's like almost a professional fighter. So he never came in. They lied about it that he came in and beat me up. I saw an interview or two, but that really never happened. They're full of shit. So I played chess with them, and we did interviews and over and over again about different crimes that I committed, other people committed, what the mafia did, unions, all kinds of shit. So there was a lot of times they came down. I think the head of the SWAT team, people there, I don't know what his rank was, but he was a high-level guy. He came down and he said, I'd like to ask you a few questions. I said, okay, what? He said, if a helicopter was sent by the mob, came over that little mountain, how do you think they would come over and what would they do? I said, you're talking about the mafia? Yeah. I said, bro, sometimes we sit in the car, 5, 6 guys, everybody's shooting at everybody, 2 guys get hit. Everybody else lives. You think they're gonna come over here with a fucking helicopter on a military base, a Marine military base, in an FBI building, attack the building to get me? I says, bro, that is insane. Somebody must have paid you to come here and ask me that question. So the guy laughed a little bit, and he said, all right, I get it. We had a lot of meetings like that. I remember one meeting, I believe it was Frank and Matty was there, and they said, Sammy, there's a high-level meeting. There's a woman from Washington. She's very high level. No games, no jokes, don't fuck around. Be straight with her, and she's going to ask you a lot of questions. I said, okay. Hey, guys, if you're living from paycheck to paycheck and struggling to make ends meet, I know it could be very stressful when unexpected expenses come up. Now, an app, Dave, can help you get out of trouble when a pinch comes up. There's no interest, no credit check needed. Download the Dave app from an app store right now. And that's DAVE. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500. For terms and conditions, just go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking provided by Evolve, member FDIC. Dave is a banking app that could get you up to $500 cash. Millions of people have already downloaded the Dave app to get the financial relief that they need. And you guys, everybody needs a little extra cash and a little help. Get this right away. So I was there, a middle-aged woman came in, a little on the chunky side. And she says, "Hi, Sammy." She said her name. She says, "I'm a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant." So I looked at the agents and they were shaking their head. Who the fuck? First of all, I could see you're white. I'm not blind. And then, who the fuck introduces themselves? You're a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. What the fuck is that? So we're talking. And it went smooth. It went okay. And she asked me about the garbage industry and how we do all these things. And I was telling her. So she says, "You never graduated and got into high school?" No, I was thrown out in the 8th grade. That's as far as I got. She said, "That's amazing." So I said, "Why is that amazing?" She said, "Somebody so uneducated with such a small brain to conceive these plans and plots is amazing." A small brain. So now I'm looking at Frank and Maddie and they're definitely shaking their head. Don't do this. So I said, listen, it's really easy to understand. If you think back to your fucking forefathers who came here and gave the Indians $28 worth of beads for all of Manhattan, that's probably worth $1 trillion. That I thought was fascinating too. She looked at me and she got up. I'm going to use the ladies' room. I told her there is no ladies' room, but you could use our room. It's okay. So Frank and Maddie, when she walked away, "Sammy, stop, bro. She's a fucking heavyweight. A heavyweight. I can see she's fat. I don't need you to tell me that. But who the fuck talks like that?" It was crazy. I let it go. I was just playing a little bit too. So she's probably playing with me, but she wasn't playing. She came out. Very interesting meeting. Thank you very, very much. And maybe someday we can meet again. I hope I'm not in prison when we meet. So, yes, whatever you want. And she left. So we had times in there that were funny. Sometimes were not. They were going to make a meeting with my wife and my children out of Quantico into a hotel in Washington, D.C. A sneaky-ass meeting. So my hair got long, and they wanted to take me to this unisex place where they cut your hair. Women go there, men go there. So I went there with 5 agents. I walk in with them, they make the reservations, and 5 of them sit down. And I walk over to this woman, girl, good-looking woman, short dress, look like semi-high heels type of thing. Usually beauticians don't wear that stuff. Looking really good. And she's talking to me. She said, are you familiar with the area? I said, no, not really. I was just brought down and I have no knowledge of the area at all. So she says, I think you must be very high level. Why do you think that? She said, well, we've got calls from the FBI and everything, and there's 5 guys sitting there. Is that your security team? And I looked at them. Everybody shaking their head. No, don't shut your mouth. But I never shut my mouth. So I said, yes, that's my team. And I am high level. And I would love to go to dinner out here, but I really don't know where to go or whatever. So she mentions a restaurant. I said, no, I really never heard of it. Would you like to go to dinner with me? And now they look like those Bob dolls. Everybody's shaking their head. Stop it, stop it. So I says, all right. I mean, I would love to. We can go to dinner, go out. I got a few problems. What is that? Supposing we like each other and we get lucky. Do you mind if they watch? She said, what the fuck are you talking about? If we get lucky, we go to a room. They have to come. She laughed, giggled, thought it was funny. But the agents were fucking ripping mad at me. I got done with that. And so I said, maybe next trip. And I left. Sammy, come on, bro. You can't do that, bro. You're all over the fucking news, your face. You can't do that. What do you want me to say? She wanted to go to dinner with me. Where were you guys going to go? You just want to wait in the parking lot? What you want to do? So I broke these guys' balls at every fucking time. I was there, I think, almost 6 months. Every time there was a trial or something, and they were going to take me out, they would take me out on planes, helicopters, land on another military base near wherever I was going. The whole thing was insane. But it went on for about 6 months. Tons of meetings, tons of stuff. I'm going to give you another thing. They're all wound up, these agents and SWAT teams, on the Redskins. They love the Washington Redskins. That's their team to them. So one day there was not a Super Bowl, but a playoff game, and they were going to play. They had the room right across from us. So there's 5 or 6. 5 of them going across the room on the other side, and one guy tells me, because there's a television in my conference room and where I'm staying, so he says, you going to watch the game? You want to watch the game? So I said, nah, I don't feel like watching the game, but you can go on the other side. The door is open, the other door is open, you can see me. I'm not going to go nowhere, I'm not going to do nothing. You can go over there and watch the game. Well, no, I can't. It's my job, I got to stay here. I really wanted to be alone. I didn't really want to be with him. So I said, listen, I'm going to change the channel. So I went and I was changing the channel with the remote thing. And I got Weather Channel. And I left the Weather Channel on. These guys were screaming in the other room with football, who made a touchdown, who did this, who did that. So every once in a while I would look at him, he's sitting on the couch. Must be a hell of a game. But who the fuck cares about that? Alabama, it's fucking 82 degrees. Isn't that something? And look at the weather pattern. Like he gave a fuck about the weather pattern. But the whole fucking game, I watched the news. Now, I'm a high-level witness. He probably don't want to fuck with me. And we left it alone. So that was another thing that happened there. And then I would go out. One time I was going to court. I think I told this story a while ago. And it was St. Patty's Day. We were on a military base, and they're going to go buy hamburgers and beer and this and that. They were on the main floor. They had the whole perimeter checked out, wires, things, tripwires, everything. And I slept on the second floor. So they came back with the hamburgers. They were all excited. They're young guys. They were all excited. So I get up, and I'm going to go up the stairs. What's the matter? Say, we got hamburgers, all kinds of stuff. No, it's not that. I got to go to the bedroom. I'll go in our bedroom. There's a bedroom right in there. All right. So instead of going upstairs, I go in their bedroom. When I walk in on the little coffee table right next to the bed, there's a gun. I see the gun. So I see the gun. And I think it's a trap. They're setting me up. The gun is empty. If I go for the gun, whatever they do, they're playing in their own way. I don't know if it's playing, but they're putting me to the test. So I go over to the table and I pick up the gun. Now I know a little bit about guns, obviously. This fucking gun ain't empty. This thing is loaded to the gills. The weight of it, I know right away. I hit the clip, boom, the clip comes out. I look at the clip, push it back in. This gun is loaded. As soon as I push the clip back in, the guy comes near the doorway. I'm standing, I turn and look at him, and I got the gun right in my hand. His eyes are this big. I said, whoa, this is a nice piece. Oh, yeah. You have to put it down. Yeah, I'm going to put it down. But it's real nice, really comfortable. Look at this trigger. Look at this. I put it down. And I go in and I take a piss. I come out, and these 4 or 5 agents are hysterical laughing. And they tell me, you scared the shit out of him. And it was a joke amongst them. They were all goofing on him. You told him to go there, and you left your gun right on the fucking table. So that was another goof. There were so many of those things that happened. It was incredible. Another time we went to the gym, and we worked out. And these guys are all animals, bro. You can't work out with them. They're just, I think they work out every 15 minutes. So we go there, and now the workout is over, and I want to go in the steam room and take a little steam, and then a shower, and then we could go back. So the guy comes in, he says, well, we're gonna come in with you. Why? Why, bro? You can't get out. There's one door to go in, there's only one way out, and all of you are standing out here, you don't have to come in with me. No, we have to do that. All right. So we're going in there, you take a little quick shower before you go in, and we're all naked. We got a towel around us from the waist. So I go in and I sit down, and the guy who's their boss is sitting right next to me, and a couple of them are sitting on top. So I open up the towel, I'm sitting there, and I said, what's your name? And he tells me his first name. No, your whole name, your last name too. Why do you want that? I just want to know, because I think when this is all over, I'm going to write a book, and I want to talk about you guys, and you're the head guy, so I use your name in the book, and how tough you guys are, and how you work out, and what built you got, and all that shit. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I took a little peek, all them muscles and everything, but your dick is about 2 inches big. You put my name in the book and say something like that, we'll kill you, I'll kill you. All the other agents are laughing. So I was just a ball breaker with them, but they got used to me, I guess. And sometimes it was good. It was a relief to play chess, fight, play bullshit games in my own way. And I got along pretty good with them. When I left after the case with Gotti was over, I was leaving there. They all asked me for not selfies, for autographs and all kinds of bullshit things. They wanted me to sign a newspaper. They wanted me to sign this and that. So I did all of that with them. And I left. When I left, they took me to the Valachi suite. It's when Joe Valachi, very famous guy, cooperated, they put him in this special prison in Texas. They brought me there. When I went in, there was a big metal door. Instead of going into the prison, I made a right into this metal door with a long staircase going all the way up. When you got up there, there was a place where a guard sits. There was 3 cells in the back, a shower, it looked like a wardrobe that you could put clothes in. And that's where Valachi stayed the whole time he lived and after he cooperated.